Hey guys, I hope everybody's having an amazing Sunday night, guys. We have something super amazing for you. You need to register now. We're going to be celebrating all women in honor of International Women's Day, International Women's Week, uh, National Women's Month, whatever it is. We're going to be celebrating you starting Tuesday morning with information that you need to buy a better house, transition into a better job, get your credit right, stop living in fear, all the things you need to take your life to the next level. It's a free women's summit. Make sure you register at bit.ly slash your day 2020 because this is all about celebrating you in this season. And celebrating you means taking time out. I know everybody's in the midst of the hustle and bustle, preparing for this corona pandemic, but it doesn't alleviate the need for you to be prepared to take your life to the next level, whether that's getting your certification, whether that is creating your online business, or whether that's learning how to uh, negotiate your pay in your career and stop taking the bottom road. So I have before you some of the speakers. I'm going to let them talk about what they're going to be talking about. And you know, one of my favorite ladies is going to be talking about getting your boo thing in order, Miss Tisha Marie Johnson. What you going to be talking about for the International Women's Day Summit? And guys, remember, go now and register bit.ly slash your day 2020. And if you haven't shared this broadcast, I know you know at least 5 women. I know that you need to be celebrated yourself. There's so many things that we don't have as women, even in the last 100 years and fighting for women's rights. There's still a lot of things that we don't have to make us happy. So, with that being said, Tisha, what are you going to be talking about?
Well, I'm going to be talking about helping ladies take the guesswork out of finding the right partner. I think a lot of times we go on previous
Don't look
experience.
at the screen like that, Katrina. Katrina said, "What day she gonna be on?" Katrina, I saw Katrina do a double take to the side. Huh? What day she gonna be involved?
You gotta go ahead and register bit.ly/slash your day 2020. But I'm gonna be talking about, taking all that guesswork out. And, believe me, previously I went on, experience of the past, and you get caught up, you get the information from your girlfriends and it might not be right. You get information from girlfriends who ain't really never had a good man in the first place. So we're gonna take the guesswork out of this process. But
And
you
let me tell you something, Tisha, and the link, guys, bit.ly slash your day 2020. We tend to make decisions based on our last experience. If you wonder why you keep picking that same bad booger, it's because you've never experienced a good booger. You didn't know that good boogers existed. So when you go out there and you pick that same bad booger, you're reminded there's triggers that remind you. And it ain't till you get down the road with them that you say, girl, it's that same last fool
yeah.
that I was with in a different packaging. And that's because you haven't learned to look for something different in your relationships. You haven't learned. And that's why we keep going through the same abundance cycles. If you ever worry or you ever wonder why you go through these feast and famine cycles with your money, it is because you haven't learned to live in total abundance. And until you learn that what total abundance looks like, and until you learn that there's no such thing as shortages and that everything you have is as a result of what you've worked for and what you've asked for, until you understand those things, you're going to stay in that whole ebb and flow sequence. So, that being said, guys, we want to encourage you to sign up now. Hey, Monique, sign up now and invite at least 5 of your girlfriends as we give you the information you need to be celebrated. One of the reasons that women are not globally celebrated is because we have this remnant theory. We take what's left over. And we've got to stop taking what's left over as it relates to relationships, as it relates to finances, as it relates to our jobs, careers, being entrepreneurs. We've got to start taking ours as we do the work. Take yours off the top. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So guys, I'm telling you, bit.ly/yourday2020. Register now and promise me you'll invite at least 5 friends. Laura said, make a list of the exact opposite of what you usually get and go for that. Absolutely. You've got to change your vision, and you've got to have a bigger vision about what you want for yourself and for life in general. If you want something different. Ms. Verlin, what are you going to be talking about during International Women's Week?
Good evening, everyone. I'll be speaking to everyone, all the ladies, and if there are men that happen to join, about regaining their fear, losing their fear, and regaining their confidence. At this time, I'm going to speak about today. Right now, everybody is fearful at one level or another. Even though they say they may not be, fear does exist. And today we have fear and anxiety, compounded with fear that women carry every day anyway, regardless. So I'll be speaking to the women about how to regain their confidence through life experiences that fear just took a hold of and just compounded them, and they lost their self-esteem, their confidence. I'm here, and I'll be here all this week, listening in until it's my turn to speak, to encourage the women about getting their confidence and their self-esteem back, lost through life experiences. And we have to do things for ourselves. I'm gonna have to throw that in. We're running around making sure this is done for that one, picking up, dropping off, doing this, doing that. And at the end of the day, there's nothing left for you. Take this time and do something for you.
And we even thought about, guys, do we still do this event? We know everybody's ripping and running and trying to prepare their households for this coronavirus pandemic. But we thought that in all of this, it was still critical that we teach you a lesson, that even when the roof is caving in, you still need to take time to focus on changing your life. You cannot control what's going to happen with this virus before, during, and after. What you can control is how you live your life. And if your life is not where you want it to be, for any reason whatsoever, this week we need you to pause. We don't need you to stop. Keep doing what you're doing, but pause and give yourself an opportunity to get the information. It's free to register. The only reason I would think of that you wouldn't register is that you're opposed to changing your life. You're afraid of changing your life. It's free to register, bit.ly/yourday2020. We're going to have experts on hand. We already said Tisha going to help you get your boo life right. Ms. Verlin going to help you get your other boo being afraid life right. And she's right now, we're all living in a state of panic or a state of fearfulness. But at the end of the day, we don't need to be fearful. We have to be prepared. And that's what this whole Women's Summit is about. This is our 7th annual International Women's Day week. So we invite you guys to stop, pause what you're doing, and come get something for yourself. Miss Katrina Major, in your fur jacket, what you gonna be talking? What you gonna be talking about, sis?
Well, I am going to talk about, for us women that are afraid, just like Verlin was talking about, of purchasing. We can do this. The rates are great out here now. And I'm going to talk about how to get started when we're going to talk about your finances, credit. What are the steps that you need to do to be able to purchase? You know, those type of programs are out there. So that's what I'm going to do.
Katrina.
Huh?
What they purchasing?
House. That's what I said. Oh, I thought I did.
No, ma'am. You never.
Okay, well, let's
about
get it clear. To
Let's
help
get it
you
clear.
be
There
able
you
to
go.
purchase a house,
Uh-huh.
okay, instead of renting and giving someone else your money, right? We're going to make you financially independent in regards to how purchasing a home is going to help you in regards to your finances and to prepare yourself for your future. So
And
I'm going to
did I hear somebody say the feds cut the rates to 0 today?
Well, they went down, yes.
Oh,
so
no, they cut them to 0.
Sure, but it is time. This is the great time because the lower your interest rate, that lower that payment is going to be, and the more you can purchase. What they're talking about, a purchasing power, right? So this is what I'm going to talk about. So everybody, this is the time for when you're thinking that you can't do it. This is your time.
My friend showed up. You know, I got excited. Look, they waving at you, baby. Ain't that something when you get excited every time you walk in the room? Now, I might not stay excited, but then I'll forget he here, then he'll walk in and I get so excited. Then I say, he ain't that my nothing. But Katrina, you're absolutely right. One of our guests this week says that Chiquita Lindsay is going to be talking about real estate investment. She says every woman should own real estate, and it starts with your first house. And a lot of times they making you think you don't qualify because of credit. Here's another thing we do as women. And guys, if you haven't shared this broadcast or registered yet, bit.ly/yourday2020. We start International Women's Week on Tuesday. You're going to find an abundance of information to help you improve your life. But one thing, guys, certain, and two things sure, they have us hiding. We don't think our credit is good enough. We don't think we have enough money. But there are points and times in the market where you can get a house with a 550 credit score and less than $1,000 down. And anybody can come up with that. Anybody can come up with that. So don't hide behind what you think you have to have. Sign up, register now. We have a limited number of seats. Come get some real information so that you can make your decisions based on knowledge and not based on conjecture or theory. Make sure you're basing your actions on fact. And if we can see some women walk away with some houses as a result of the information they learned, all the better. That's what we're here for. So thank you, Ms. Katrina. We look forward to getting your information on how we can get in our first home. Ms. Kateri, what are you going to be talking about? And guys, if you haven't shared the broadcast already, make sure you share. That's part of learning and community. I see so many people come here every day, get the information, and not share with other people, which forces me to give you the side eye. Like, why would you consume and not share? So please share the broadcast. Kateri?
Well, hello. Thank you for having me. I'm going to be talking about getting out of your box. Basically, we have a lot of parents and people who are caregivers who always are just they don't allow themselves to get out of their own way. So I'm going to assist them in helping them to maintain, not just going through the daily lifestyles, just continuously making sure that they take that break for themselves.
Absolutely. And that's even what we're encouraging here today, guys. We're saying, we know you're running from pillar to post, trying to pick up dry cleaning, trying to get your daycare in order, trying to get your toilet paper and your groceries. But don't miss the opportunity to stop and enrich your life this week. bit.ly/yourday2020. We start Tuesday morning at 7:30. For those of you who are out for work, we may be adding a special midday session, but don't miss the opportunity to share this with others. Tag other women in this broadcast. Text 5 women, the same 5 people you called when you found some groceries, some toilet paper over at the Family Dollar. Text them same 5 women and say, look, I got an event that you need to come to. bit.ly/yourday2020. Ms. D. Morris, Miss Troy said, can you get one last cake in the mail?
Hey, Coach. Yes, I can. Um, but what I'm talking about this week is what I always talk about, and that's how to do what you love and make money doing it. Something you would do for free anyway, and that you do all the time, and just how to generate money with it using social media and word of mouth.
Well, ain't that something? It all started with a cake.
All started with a cake.
Man, let me tell you something so funny. Every cake we see on TV, Miss Troy said, "Oh boy, it ain't D. Morris though. That ain't D. Morris." And you know, you D. Morris, Don Morris, Det Morris, he gonna get that Morris right. He said,
Right.
it ain't her cake though. He said,
Okay.
it might look all right. I say, well, baby, how's the cake? Hey, it's all right, but it ain't D. Morris cake though. So anytime you have a cake, baby, that just speaks for itself like that, boy,
Right.
I tell you something else. You need to
have
be
to love
teaching
it.
women that's them husband cakes. You and Miss Tisha need to get together and do a tell us something called Takes the Cake.
Okay.
And you
Come
give
on,
baking
teacher.
advice and she give relationship advice, how to bake your way into his heart. You know
We can have a
they
cake
say,
mukbang.
huh?
We can have a cake mukbang.
Girl, yes. You can have one in my house. Bring
Okay.
5 cakes, D. Morris,
All right.
and we would just sit there and eat cake.
We can do it.
So guys, there's something here for everybody, guys. bit.ly/yourday2020. And Rose, if you quit cooking all that broccoli over there, you might but Rose be doing something, y'all. Y'all might want to start cooking some broccoli too. I don't know. The Rose don't be playing, y'all.
Broccoli is the one thing you can eat as much of it as you want. And I hate to tell y'all girl be hungry all the time. I stay hungry. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming on back and seeing us here tonight. We surely appreciate it.
We surely do.
We surely do.
And if
What
you
am
can
I?
share, we'll surely appreciate even a little more.
Yes, we do. What am I going to talk about on the telesummit? Well, I was going to talk about how to reclaim your time, but guess what? There's not going to probably be another period in history where you all are going to have the time to do what you want with your time. Everybody's seeing it as a negative. I see it as a double positive because you get to have your time and it seems like y'all gonna get paid time. So you really will have free paid time. When in history are you gonna have this much time to spend with your family, to get your creative ideas in place, to start your business, to be able to really concentrate on those things? So what I'm gonna talk about is when you need that assistance virtually, not just for you all, but for these businesses that are sending these people home. They're sending them home with their laptops, but they're still going to need some help on the back end. So I'm going to talk about 3 to 5 things on why you need virtual assistants.
Guys, if you ain't seen nothing else, the world is literally changing before your eyes. Mm-hmm. You can compare this to things in history like the Great Flood or, there's the Great Depression. There's different things in history that have impacted the whole world, and not a lot of them. Not a lot of them.
And
if you think back,
one of them.
If you think back, there have been regional events, the California wildfires and the Australian wildfires. But when in history have you seen everybody in the world polarized by one event? So again, I think this is going to change so many things that we can't even call it at this point. But one thing I know for sure is that I've been telling you for years to invest in learning how to build a digital business, invest in learning how to build an online business the right way. It's about to be proven. about to be put through the test. There are going to be a lot of people out there that are trying to do it. But the people who have invested and the people who invest, it's going to be a vast difference in the people who are trying and the people who actually know how to do it. So guys, make sure you're tuning in, because that's one of the things we're going to be talking about: transitioning from your job, how to find your passion, how to get your certification, how to make your first $1 million, how to create revenue online. The list goes on and on, but you have to be there to get the information. So to Rose's point, this is going to be the first time in a long time that many of you have been able to sit still and really look around you and ask yourself questions like, do I like this life I've created? To Kateri's point, we put ourselves inside of a box sometimes. I was just telling them earlier about being mindful about being a follower. And when you show up and there's everybody else there, questioning yourself as to, is there something different you can do? So guys, make sure you register bit.ly/yourday2020. We're going to be giving away some amazing products, prizes, have some great information. And, you know, it's an opportunity for you to change your life. It's free to register. Take advantage, because I'm thinking the next telesummit we may charge, just so you understand the value of the information. But bit.ly/yourday2020. We're going to get out of here, guys, but we'll see you first thing in the morning for the morning show. It's 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we continue to give you updates on the coronavirus. Hey, look, a lot of this information we be sharing, you're not hearing nowhere else. So make sure you keep your ear to the ground as we continue to give you updates that you need to take care of yourself and your family, guys. We love you tremendously. Be safe, stay indoors, order your groceries online, tune in. We have a ton of information for you. And don't forget, International Women's Day starts on Tuesday. We're going to have some amazing experts in place to help you get the things you need to live the life that you need. So we love you guys. Have a great evening.
Bye, everybody. Love you.